Welcome guys to another ProfileTree video. So today we're going to be going through the business website builders. Now of course there are several choices to picking the right one. So hopefully this video will help you choose the right website builder in order to start your online business or your online store. So other than that, we'll go ahead and get started. So what exactly can we use in terms of a website builder for businesses? So starting off, for those who aren't too technical with website building, there's a couple of things that you may want to look into before committing to that website builder and start building that website. So here's a couple of key points. For those looking a simple yet attractive basic site or an e-commerce or business site, you may want to look into an easy to use interface with well-designed templates. So these could be like drag and drop, point and click, and ones that completely avoid the use of coding, which is HTML, CSS, JavaScript Node, things like this. Now, if you are a little bit more technical, then you may want to, and of course you want to go for a more intricate design, then you may choose a website builder that offers the use of coding. And these could be like Wix, it could be like Jimdo, it could be like anything that offers a web developer option. Now, our next one here is if your end goal is to have a sleek professional online store or a business, then you maybe would want to look at an e-commerce tailored website that's like Shopify, Wix, GoDaddy, even Squarespace. So just look into a builder that won't be too complicated to set up as well. Now, research is key, and it's very important to find out what builder is more suited to you. So pretty much what you would find easier to use, and at the end of the day, it's each to their own. Now, it's important as well to check the features for each website builder. So we have things like mobile compatibility. Now, these are all integrated into all the website builders, but I know some of them won't have them. Many people, of course, browse the web, so mobile compatibility is the most important key factor. People use their mobile devices, of course, and as I said, some of them or most of them will have this embedded, and if they don't, then you would have to build one from scratch. So just make sure you're picking the right website builder. Hosting and domains. So when building a website, there's two components needed other than design. You've got the website host and domain name. So this is the URL to navigate to your site. Many website builders, of course, offer all three services. If you already own a domain name and want to use a different website builder, you'll have to migrate your domain to the new platform. So an example of this is if you have a Squarespace domain or if you have a Jimdo domain and you want to bring that over to, say, for example, Wix or GoDaddy, then this is when you have to either change your pointers or like DNS, A records, anything like that, or the name server. Now, moving on, we've got pictures and video storage. And these are the most important stuffs as well for running a e-commerce sort of website or a business online. Now, you want to make sure that you have enough storage and for your website. So this all depends on the plan, of course. And website builders also make it very easy to upload pictures and videos, so you don't even have to worry too much about it. Lastly, of course, we've got business email. So most website builders come with the ability to create an email address with your domain name. However, some website builders will or might charge extra to have this feature, so just make sure that you're on the lookout for the right plan, as well as the right website builder. So next point here is, how do I make a business site? So we'll go ahead and take a look at the basics. So this is pretty much our chart, or just the basic layout of building a website in general. So you would want to have a header, of course, then you would have your section alongside, and then you would have your footer. So within the header, you've got a logo, menu, login, social media. Then, of course, within your section, you would have a tagline or heading, so pretty much your hero section, and paragraph along with that, gallery, any promotional for products, things like that, just to broaden the interest for visitors or customers. Lastly, Not too important, but you would have a link, your footer, of course, which would have links, menu, social media, disclaimer. Some choose to just have a social media bar in there, along with a disclaimer and who made the website. But of course, if you want to add a little bit more touch, then you would want to add some links, a logo, menu, then you would have your social media. So now that we've covered that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of the website builders for a business website. So starting off with Wix. So Wix is a powerful website builder without being too overwhelming. And it's also one of the most popular ones to use as well. Comes with plenty of templates. You're talking maybe about 800 plus. Great customer support as well. And on top of this, it's a great choice for beginners and pro web builders. Next, we've got Xero. So Xero, from what we've seen, it has the lowest prices in terms of plans. But of course, to take advantage of the low cost, you need to agree to a 4-year contract. After that, you'll get a choice to more than 100 free templates to get you started. And designs are great and rely on hero sections or images to nail the designs. Now, this developer is a drag and drop editor, same like Wix, and point and click. You're able pretty much has all the elements you need in order to build a website. Next, we've got Squarespace, and it's one of the popular and best website builders, I believe. Also has a load of useful features that could be handy for the user. And on top of that, it also has a couple of features in order to build your SEO. It can take a while to learn in terms of the location and menus of features. So just the navigation in general as well. And this builder is a cross between drag and drop editor and point and click editor. Overall, a great web builder in terms of design and templates. Next, we've got Jimdo, which helps you create a personalized site with photos, tailored text, as well as other details that fit your industry in about 3 minutes. So the site builder there is mainly used for regular sites, so musicians, photographers, but you can also create an e-commerce website on it. Next, we've got GoDaddy. So it's great for first timers, requires zero skill, and all you need to do is answer a couple of questions in order to build a site for you. So then again, it takes about 3 minutes, same as Jimdo. And if you're not happy enough with making and building a site from scratch, you can always choose a template that you like and go from there. However, GoDaddy doesn't offer as many design options, and to be honest, it can be a little bit confusing to use at times. So now that we've had a breakdown with some of our website builders, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the builders we're going to be looking into. So like we've stated, we've got Squarespace, GoDaddy, Xero, Jimdo, and Wix. And of course, there are other website builders out there. So just use this video as a foundation to find that right one to build on. So starting off, we've got Wix. So of course, each website builder will have its own pros and cons. So starting off with the pros, it's got a huge list of templates, has a very versatile editor, great documentation support, offers a free version to test the service, so you can publish your website if you want to. However, our cons. It can be confusing with the amount of editors, basic SEO features, designs aren't responsive, and you can't switch templates once you've picked. So in order to demonstrate some of the pros and cons, we'll go ahead and check out the website builder itself. So as you can see, here we are on the Wix website builder. Now of course it'll ask you to log in, and you can choose to sign up as well. So if you are signing up, email, password, just the usual, and then you can also go in by logging in with Google, or you can also log in with Facebook. But since we already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and log in as normal. And once you have signed up, this is the next screen you'll see, which is which platform do you want to use. Now, of course, there is Editor X and Wix, but for the purpose of the video, and just to make it simple, we're going to go ahead and use Wix. Now, it'll ask us what sort of website we're creating. Now, of course, it is a business website. So there are a couple of options when you type in business. And we could say, for the meantime, there will be like an auto parts store. We'll go next. and it'll ask you what to name the store. We'll call ourselves Auto Parts Direct, and then click next. And then the next one is pretty much just like an app marketplace or an app market. And these are some of the features that you can include to your website in order to gain some ranking and traffic into your website, just to give visitors something to look at. So of course there's options where, since we're an online store, it's already built in, but you can have things like a chat box, you can have bookings, add blogs, Instagram feeds to keep people updated, and so on. But we're going to go ahead and choose next and select what we've got. And it'll ask us this again. So this is the confusing part that I'm on about, because it'll ask you at the start to pick a platform, and now it's asking us to pick a platform again. So pretty much the same thing. Wix Editor and Wix ADI are both using the same platform builder. They both have, the only difference is that Wix, you could choose templates, you could build templates from scratch. But with the Wix ADI, you have to answer a couple of questions and it'll build a site for you. It's in the name pretty much, it's just artificial design intelligence, and it will go based off what you've answered, what information you've put, and the details. Editor X is more of a fluid designer. It is more used for skilled developers or people that have got the hang of Wix Editor. So I would probably steer away from that if you're starting off with building a website. But if you want a quick and easy template, just go ahead and use the Wix Editor. So now that we've loaded up, so this is our business, of course. Our business is an auto parts store, and it has selected us a auto parts store on the left side. Now, of course, if you are running another business, there are other options out here. So if I select business and services, you can see the amount of different categories that we've been given. And even if I do remove this, and then I just say business, you can see as well, we've got coming soon pages, we've got different website templates available for a business. And it goes all the way up to 19, pages 19. So whether it be a e-commerce website, whether it be a non-e-commerce website, as long as it's a business promoting a physical business as well, just depending on how you want to build it, of course, everything's all there for you. And it even states which are the categories as well. You can even go to store, online store, and it'll show you all the online website templates available to you. Now, if you decide that you don't want to use any of the templates, you can go ahead and pick a blank template and start off from there, especially if you don't like any of the designs. Now, the website builder itself is actually very, very easy to use. I'll go ahead and demonstrate this. So we've got one of our sites already, and I shall pick one of the websites that have been recently built. So now that this is loading, of course this won't be the same appeal that you'll get, but once you have selected a template or you've decided to go for a blank template, this is the next screen that will show for you. So we'll wait for this to load. It will give you a preview as well on how to use some of the parts for this website, which is great. What's great about it. Just taking its time there. So now that I've loaded into the actual website developer tool itself, we'll go ahead and explore a little bit. So as you can see, we're able to add sections in, and these are some of the options here. We're also able to add elements in as well, which is great. So there's a whole selection to choose from. And if you're not satisfied with some of the options for the elements, of course you can go to the add apps and use some of the options that they have here, and use some of the pretty much the different apps that they have available. So they've got Site Booster, Countdown Timer, Calendars, Magic Form Builder, so different options there. These are pretty much like plugins if people are familiar with WordPress. And to edit items, it's easy enough, just double click and delete. And we also have a redo and undo button at the top. And to move things about, it's just click and drag. And we also have areas to snap on to another column. It's pretty much as easy as it gets. So I can also realign sections, close off blank spaces. So overall, it's an easy website builder to use. Also giving the best pricing plans as well. So as well as pricing plans, we'll go ahead and check them out actually. So we'll check out the actual pricing plans. So we'll compare the plans and have a look at them. So if you are running a business, so depending where you're running a brochure business or a e-commerce business, then you would have the option to choose the website plans. So of course you could choose from Connect Domain all the way to VIP. And the most popular and most recommended is the unlimited one. And you could just check the features, of course, just to make sure that it is the right one for you. And of course, we have here the combo as well, which is also a good option. The only difference is that the unlimited one has a site booster app for a year, also has a analytics app for a year as well. That's the only thing you're missing. So that's about a £4 or £3.50 difference. And of course, these vary. So of course, we've got the e-commerce plans. So depending if you are selling items on your online store, then you would have to pick the e-commerce site. And this would mean that you can accept online payments. But yeah, that pretty much covers Wix. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the next website builder. So our next website builder is Xero. Now we'll take a look at the pros and cons for this. So for the pros, it's great for beginners, SSL encryption, drag and drop editor, and very easy to use. Now for the cons, you can't switch to another template once you pick, lack of advanced features, no real-time support for a free plan, and no access to code editing. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and check out the website builder itself. So once you've landed on the website builder Xero, this is initially what you'll see first, of course, if you sign up or signed in. And there are different options into choosing the templates. So if we do decide to go for a business template, you can search them up as well. And it brings you to the nearest one. And what's great as well is that once you search up business template, it actually creates a blank template but uses the necessary images to fill those gaps for placeholders. Of course, there are other ones there. So these are physical stores that are being promoted online. And if you do decide that you don't want to use the templates, you can start from scratch and use a blank site instead. Another way to get to there is using the blank templates. And that's pretty much how it looks. We'll go ahead and select a blank template and just see how easy it is to actually change the images about and change the elements and add elements. So of course, if we add a section, we have different available options, just like Wix. And of course, if we do decide to select an online store, we can go ahead and do so. Now, if we have an about, then we can add a couple of other sections like contact forms. And like other website builders which don't offer this, you can actually add a footer. So you can add it to only this page or to all pages, so it gives you a couple of different options. Now, in terms of adding elements in, it's fairly easy. All you need to do is click. You're able to drag and drop it to anywhere you want. And pretty much just select and edit the button as well. So you can change its style. You can change how it looks on hover and how it looks normal. You can also change its border, corner radius if you want to as well, so 5px. And then once we click off that, you could see the difference there on the edging. I could also change the background. And I can add some anchors as well. I can move these sections up or down without having to click and drag. So that's one of the different things about this in Wix. So overall, a very easy website builder. So on top of that, we're going to go ahead and check out the actual pricing point of this. In order to do that, all we need to do is go to the dashboard itself. So these are the two plans for Zyro. Of course, if you're creating a standard website, it's $259, or if you're starting a business, it's $359. Now, at the minute, currently they have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so that's with every plan. And on top of that as well is that they have a 76 and 78% off currently at the minute. You can also check out the different features. And of course, each will have their own differences, and you can select the period and business plan. And of course, if you are doing a monthly payment, then you'll not receive that exact same deal that you're getting. So this one's technically 13 months, while this is only the 12 months, their duration. That's $14.99 per month. But yeah, that pretty much sums up Zyro. Very easy website builder to use. Pretty much highly recommend it. We'll go ahead and move on to the next one. Our next website builder is called Squarespace. And starting off with the pros, it has modern, stunning website designs, user-friendly editor, good number of apps for added functionality to the site, AMP formatting, limited availability labels for e-commerce. Now for the cons, lacks the customization freedom, so designs can vary, fairly expensive for what it is compared to other website builders, and it has limited customer support. In order to back up these points, we'll go ahead and check the website builder itself. So once you've loaded into the website builder, this is what you'll initially see. So it'll give you a category of the different templates available. So we've got some of the popular designs. We've got some online stores as well, if we want to pick them. And this would initially be what you would pick, especially if you are creating a e-commerce / online store. But that is depending whether you want to create a brochure website as well. So if we did want to create a brochure website, we would just select, let's see, we can have one page, memberships, or pretty much just select all templates and have a look at some of the ones available to us. You can see how intricate some of the designs are. And on top of that as well, it's just an overall great website builder to use. And they even offer some discounts as well. So 20% off for any new website plan. If you don't like any of the templates, you can choose to build your own template, of course. So this is pretty much an easy way to go through the site. So it'll set things up for you, of course. Just do things in the background. It'll ask you to name your website. And of course, once you've named it, you can go ahead and select next. Then, of course, it'll ask you to build your homepage. So you got a couple of different designs that you could choose here. So you can introduce your brand. So that's our hero section. Then we've got some of the stuff that we're selling. Then maybe some of the, if we don't want to sell, we could like provide a service if we want to. And we can choose to skip as well. So that's about our company. And we could choose to skip all that if we want to. Contact form if we wanted to. And lastly, of course, we would have our footer, which is great that Zyro offers the same option. Then when you're done, you need to click next. Say you want to just offer services, you could do so. And then all you need to do is pick a color palette. So I'm happy enough with this color palette. And then you would select your font. And once that's finished, all you need to do is select finish, and that's you pretty much ready to start your website. Now you'll also get a small little preview, or as well as a preview, a little tutorial on how to actually get started up. So it'll welcome you to the site. So if you're happy enough with your site name, you can continue. Gives you a little bit of information on how to edit pages, more information on how to create pages, and how to style your website. So once you're ready, you can go ahead and get started. And just like Wix and Zyro, it's fairly easy to use as a website builder. You can add sections. You can add different parts to this section, as you can see. And some of these, like you can have donations, like that. I can go ahead and copy and paste buttons if I wanted to. and drag and drop areas. So overall, just a very, very easy website builder to use. I can change the site styles as well with fonts, animations, button spacing, anything like that. And of course, when I'm done, all I need to do is select done, and then I can save the site. Of course, these are some of the areas here where I can choose for domains, and I can grab a domain here if I wanted to. And this is what you would do for domains, so just say PT, and then I'm happy enough with this one. Let's just say, okay, so I've selected one to the cart, and then I can go ahead and go to the checkout. Then this is pretty much the area here for our registration and payment, and you would just proceed to the payment. Now, what they have for plans in regards to the domain, they've got the business one there, as you can see. They've got some basic, advanced, personal. So of course, depending on the purpose of your website, these are some of the plans that they offer. Of course, since we're a normal one, you could just be a normal e-commerce website, or we can run a business if we want to as well. But yes, well, other than that, for the plans, that pretty much sums up Squarespace. Easy website builder to do. Relatively okay with the prices in terms of your monthly and yearly. Of course, you will get some promotionals, just like what they've offered there. So yeah, I would highly recommend to check it out. Anyways, we'll go ahead and move on to the next website builder. So our next website builder is Jimdo. Now, of course, starting off with the pros, it's got free image library. You can create a custom site within 3 minutes. You've got personal website assistance. It's extremely easy to use. Next, we've got no blog functionality, no app store to add to enhance functionality to the site, no backup for the site, and you've got template restrictions. In order to back up the points, we'll go ahead and check out the website builder itself. So this is the website builder Jimdo. Now, of course, we are able to create a website for this, business or non-business. So in order to create a site, all you need to do is sign up with Google, Facebook, or create your own website. Now, these are some of the websites that we've previously built, and they are currently unpublished at the minute. But in order to create a new website, just select New Website. Now, you can create a website using the coding side of things, and it does provide you a couple of templates to choose from. They are okay in terms of design. It's not really as good to me like the rest of the other website builders that we've viewed, but overall it's great for what it is. And you can also create a website using no coding. This is what's usually preferred, especially if you're starting off. Now you can create the website for yourself or a group of people, and it'll ask you what this website's for. So personal project, hobby, business, a new business, or established business. I'm going to say it's an established business. We'll go ahead and continue with the name at the minute. And this is the actual one. So if you do have your physical store on in real life, then, or if you do have your physical store, sorry, for your business, of course, then you would go ahead and select that. And let's say we're a marketing agency. And continue. Then you can sell online, promote a physical business. So just say we'll promote the physical business. I can add the Instagram or Facebook page, which is great, but for the meantime, we'll choose to skip that. And we'll just say marketing and PR. Now you'll always get these 6 options. You've got minimal, modern, fresh, dark, natural, or elegant. Those options will always be available. And here's an image that we already have. And just select a color. It'll ask you the pages that you want. And then this is pretty much the next page, which will ask you what template you want to start off with. And then all you need to do is select continue. Now it will go through the basics of whether you want to choose the domain. No, just say we already have our ProfileTree domain. Of course, we can transfer it if we want. And on top of that as well, we'll go ahead and look at some of the plans. So this is for a normal website. So these are the different options. As you can see, you can continue with a custom domain and you can have your site running for free. So you could try it for free. And of course, if you have an online store, these are the options: basic, business, and VIP. Now, as well as that, we'll go ahead and check out the actual website builder itself. So we'll create the website and start editing. Now, it is a simple website builder, so there's not much to it. As you can see, we're able to click and select. We can edit it if we want to, crop the area, delete the area, and we can add blocks if we want to. So it's a very, very basic but simple site. For those wanting a business pretty much as soon as possible, this may be the website builder for you. And you could also monitor your pages. You could drag them up and down. So I can have that all the way up here. Add new pages. So yeah. Overall, an easy to use website builder, but for someone who's looking at a little bit more design, probably something you can steer away with from. Other than that, wouldn't complain about it. If you can have a free running website as well, this is the one that offers it. So highly recommending to check this out and try it for yourselves. Anyway, we'll move on to the last website builder. So our last website builder is GoDaddy. Now, of course, there's pros and cons. So starting off, we've got a 24/7 customer support, great value for introductory plans, uses an artificial design intelligence to create a quick site. Now, its cons is that it has a very limited app market, very limited customization, pricey with the add-ons. Anyway, in order to see this, we'll go ahead and check the website builder itself.